So, welcome this week, guys. We are doing a praying mantis breeding. This is the female here, Tiffany. These are African praying mantises, by the way. So this is her just eating a roach. I gave her a roach to distract her while I introduced the male, who you'll see here now in a minute. The male's name is Chucky. So Chucky and Tiffany is this pair. So there's Chucky now. So this was actually a very slow process, so I had to do a lot of editing in this for him to get from all the way over there to her. Took nearly an hour. So it was a very slow process, but you'll see some of his movements and the way he approaches her here, because for anyone who isn't aware, you can see him now. He's just I edited that so you can see him now. He's about halfway toward there. But anyone who didn't know, female praying mantises can sometimes eat the males if they're not well enough fed. Well, not if they're well enough fed. Just something that sometimes happens. They will sometimes eat the male. Same as with tarantulas. I personally think it's to do with nutrients. Just, if a tarantula is not that well fed, or a little bit hungry, get the extra nutrients from the male. If she eats them, help with the babies. So kind of in her eyes, probably the way of the man helping raise the babies. But because in the insect world, a lot of the time the male just kind of comes in, does his job, and that's all he has to do with the babies. But you can see Tiffany there munching away on her. That's a dubia roach. I gave her a big dubia roach to keep her distracted. So you can see him again now. He's another step closer, and you can actually, I think from this angle, you could see a couple of his little shaky movements as he was inching his way forward. You can see him look at her there, look up and double check where she is. So yeah, this was the final moment. If I remember correctly. Yeah, like a rodeo. So I had the camera on a stand, so I had to move and adjust the camera angles. So they kind of landed a bit off the camera there. But you can see he's on her back now. So that's what we wanted to see. We wanted to see him get on her back anyway, and then the rest of the process took another couple of hours. He was on her back all night. But you can see now in this shot, you can actually see her actually hook up with her. So you can see the tip of the male's abdomen will lock up with the tip of the female's abdomen. So you can see him kind of reach around, trying to search and position himself. Figure out what angle he needs to go from. But the other thing I did was I made sure when I did this was they were on neutral ground. This was a larger empty tank that I had aside. So I did it in this. I put the female in first and gave her that roach. So you can see him now. He's pretty much, I think this is where he locked up with her there. But he did a good job, and managed to get in there and not get himself eaten, which is good. And she didn't seem to pay him any attention at all, not even overnight. I kind of kept checking on them all overnight. I think he must have been locked up with her for at least 12 hours total, before he finally hopped off one of the times. But again, now you can see the two of them are locked up. The female's eating her bug, paying him no attention, and basically they stayed in that exact same position all night. The female is actually still in a similar spot in the cage, probably about an inch away from where they are in this shot. So the mating was successful, and Chucky made it through, which is always good if the male survives. But anyway, so thanks for watching, guys. That was some praying mantis mating, African praying mantises. So thanks for watching, and hit thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys.